Alright guys, we're gonna start a brand new series here today with Eliarch. We are going to be playing pure, for the most part, Thaumcraft. And this is kind of a let's play and also a bit of a walkthrough to kind of help some people that don't know Thaumcraft as well that I know learn a bit more about how Thaumcraft works. And so we're just going to create a new world, and I use ATG for my world type. It's alternate terrain generation. Makes things look a little bit more like a natural world. Mountains aren't right next to the water, deserts aren't next to woodlands, that kind of thing. And we're gonna go with seed. Eliarch, please. And cheats are off, bonus just off, generate structures, yes. Game mode survival, create new world. I don't have a lot of mods built into this mod pack. Obviously there's Thaumcraft and NEI, Thaumcraft NEI, inventory tweaks. Give me just a second for the world to load in, and I'll show you the actual full mod list. There we go. Baubles, Bibliocraft, Chisel 2, Melissa's Doors, Storage Drawers, Thaumcraft, and Thaumcraft NEI. What I like about Thaumcraft NEI, the plugin for Not Enough Items, is the fact that it does integrate the different aspects and all the different recipes of Thaumcraft, but only after you unlock them. So it's not cheaty in the way that you can't see everything you could craft without first learning how to do it. Melissa's Doors is more of a builder's type mod. You know, it adds curtains, shoji doors, which are the sliding paper frame doors from Japanese and Chinese Asian building style. Factory doors, laboratory doors. Adds multiple different variations of doors, and then the player sensor is like a pressure plate, but it can be put anywhere above, and it activates essentially a redstone signal for the doors anytime a player is nearby. It can also be used as just a player detector for redstone signal. Has its own little garage doors, and it's like Carpenter's Block, but it's less laggy because they're not tile entities from everything I've read. Obviously Baubles is, Baubles. Bibliocraft is, just a little bit of a decorative mod with, storage options and stuff. Chisel 2, I play on a server with a bunch of builders, and, I'm used to being one of the builders on the server, so that's one of those things that I kinda like to keep in any mod pack I mess with. Is I've got to have Chisel or Chisel 2s just so I can make things look a little better, and I'm not using the standard Minecraft blocks. Now, I don't have it loaded in as of right now, but at some point in time I might be switching to a texture pack. I'm just gonna punch wood while I talk to you guys. Get the basics out of the way. I don't have the texture pack I normally use loaded in right now, just to, save frame rate. see if my computer can continue to handle everything appropriately. But normally I use the John Smith Technician's Remix pack. It's the standard John Smith texture pack with mod integration into it, so it's got slightly different textures for some of the mods that are more commonly used, like Thaumcraft and a couple others. Where? Oh, I hear bad stuff. And I see bad stuff. That's no good. Let me just go over here. There's probably a cave with a spawner down over there somewhere. No, one of the main reasons I wanted to do this, like I said earlier, is because of the fact that on the Mage server there are several players that really know Thaumcraft, and then I've noticed there are several that, you know, get to a certain point and they're not entirely sure what else to do beyond it. And I have actually played with Thaumcraft enough that it really doesn't matter. I can build most of this stuff off of memory at this point. And I am playing 1.7.10 with the 4.2 updates that have the full Eldritch tab and the Void armor and all of that stuff. But anyway, I'm going to let you go right here so I can just keep on punching wood, start gathering a few resources, get some stone together, get a little bit of food, you know, kill some pickles. And yeah, I'll be back as soon as I get something going. Alright guys, and we're back. And as you can see, I've done a little bit of stuff around. I actually recorded more footage, and I'm a derp, so I forgot to turn on my mic. And there was absolutely no audio whatsoever. Just me talking to nobody. But I have built up some posts over here where the house is going to be. And like I said, I think I'm going to go with more of an Asian inspired build, you know, maybe a little pagoda or something like that, with a little bridge going to a storehouse over here. I went ahead and put in this little pond and put up some sugarcane just so I can have not just an aesthetic appeal to it, but it's also functional. It is a, you know, sugarcane farm. So there's that. I have collected and been breeding chickens because I'll need feathers for some of the Thaumcraft recipes, especially a lot of the basic stuff. The infusions, there are several that use it, plus it's a really good source of one of the essentias for when you're cooking essentia to do with the infusions. I've planted some trees, did the old, you know, traditional light under a leaf block to light up the area, and if I hit F7, you'll see there's very few areas that are unlit in the immediate vicinity under where the house will be. But like I said, I did record some footage and derped with no sound, so I have already done the basic, and I have a wand, I have my Thaumonomicon. I've been collecting a few materials, got some, oh pardon me, got some more oak wood for continuing the build up there, got a couple furnaces together, got some resources. Just the overall, you know, getting everything together. Made a little strip mine. I normally try not to strip mine like that, but it's just the quickest and easiest way to get the resources that I'll need for doing builds and just in general. I mean, normally I play on a server with a bunch of other people and my wife, and she does a lot of the gathering. I generally tend to stick to fleshing out the mods and the building itself. But, I've got a little pond over here. I am aware that I have an eerie biome right here. This thing will die eventually. I just haven't done it yet. I'm waiting until I can build the thermometer. And, actually, I could probably do that on camera with you guys. So we can start scanning and getting research points and stuff like that. But that opens up a whole nother can of worms as far as the scanning. Because there is a particular order you have to go in. You have to scan this item to unlock the ability to scan this item, and so on and so forth. Which does make Thaumcraft a little hard to get into, just because you need gold, you need to find these shards, and then there's also the, making of the tools and unlocking the research. Like, if I open my Thaumonomicon, I have researched nothing. I have done nothing in here as of yet. I haven't unlocked anything beyond what is unlocked when you get it. Wow. I'm not used to those being visible already, but whatever. I haven't done anything with the alchemy. I've literally made the book and made the wand. That's all I've done. I need to, let me just sleep real quick. I need to, at some point, the way I work and the way I deal with modded Minecraft and just Minecraft in general is I like to have a structure built before I build something else. So if I'm planning on making the infusion altar, I'll need to have a building for it. This is not going to be it. This will just be the house, storage room over here, and then I'm thinking over here kind of inset a little bit, maybe up on this hill or this level right here. I'll chop down the trees. I've just been replanting as I kill them, so I have renewable wood. What I'll probably do is build the infusion altar up here, maybe connect it to the main house with another bridge or something like that. And I'm kind of trying to make not really a concentrated area, but more of a modular style buildings. You have your main house, you have a storage building over here. Over here you have your infusion altar. Over there somewhere I'm sure I'll have the alchemy set up, and then, or that could actually become the farm area. I don't know. I'll figure that out when I get to that point. Right now I'm just slaughtering the piggles as I see them, because they really serve no other purpose. Pork chops. That's all they're for. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get some of the wood, put the book away, and I'm just gonna talk as I build a little bit, because I don't want to get into the research just yet. Like I said, I like having a building to house everything in. So the best thing for me to do is to get the house built, and then from there, what I can do is I can put my research table down, my crafting table down, all the stuff that, I could just continue digging out in there for. But I don't feel like building into a hill or a mountain. I've done that on several builds and don't really feel like it this time. So what we're doing here is I've got these main posts at all the cardinals and then the corners. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm just running wooden beams the whole way around to just, separate from the ground level, and then put some, need a step, step, alright. And then what'll probably happen is I'll continue going up with these. These posts will go up another 3, 2, 3 on each one. And that'll be roof level right there for the outside porch, and then it'll raise a little bit because a good 2 or 3 blocks in is going to be a porch that wraps around the entire house. And then I'll have the interior floor, which is going to be at this level, like the level we're standing on right here. But yeah, I mean, I'll get the posts put in, and I'll probably do a bit of this off camera. I mean, you've seen somebody build, you've seen somebody build. I have a slightly different building style, I think, than some people. Some people might say it's pretty generic and normal. Excuse me one second. Oh, God. I've been fighting a cough for a month now, and it just doesn't want to go away. So, and I think right here, I'm going to go ahead and toss a log just as like a central post. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think that'll be 6. Yeah, that'll be the central height of the roof. Like, it'll come up to that center point right there. Maybe a little higher, but that'll be the general idea. And I need to go cut down more trees. Again. Like I said, that's one thing I'm really not used to having to do, is go and cut down the trees and do all the mining. I just kind of sit back, build, and then make things with the mod. I do my own mining sometimes, but it's not always common. Even in my own, private games, my wife likes to help, so if she gets a chance to, she wants to, jump in and help however she can, so I generally tend to let her. Plant another tree right there. And get that replanted. But yeah, that's my idea for the build, and like I said, I'm going to get some of this done off camera. Main thing I wanted to bring you back for was just to show you the, what I'm thinking for the build, and then once I get a little bit more set up with the build and everything like that, we can actually start diving into the mod and really look at how you do the research, how you scan things, and all of that. So I'm looking at the first episode as more of an introduction to me, who I am, and what my plan is for this series. But this is Eliarch, signing off, and I hope you have a good day.